Welcome to Faith Seeds, where we plant God's Word in your everyday life, helping you see how timeless Bible stories connect with the real struggles we face right now. Have you ever borrowed something important and then lost it? Maybe it was a book, some money, or an item you promised to return safely. You know that sinking feeling in your chest, that mix of fear and dread, wondering how on earth you're going to explain what happened. Today's story reminds us that God deeply cares about those moments, the very ones we often think are too small or too embarrassing to bring to Him. We're diving into the book of 2 Kings, chapter 6, to look at the story of Elisha and the floating axe head. At this time, a group of young men, known as the sons of the prophets, were studying under the prophet Elisha. They were learning about God, growing in faith, and building a community. As their numbers grew, their meeting place became too small. It was getting cramped. So, they went to Elisha with a plan. They said, "Let's go down to the Jordan River, cut down some trees, and build a bigger place for us to stay." Elisha thought it was a great idea and decided to go with them. They got to work, chopping down trees near the river. Everything was going smoothly until, suddenly, as one man was swinging his axe, the iron axe head flew right off the handle and plunged into the deep water. Imagine the sound, the splash, and the immediate silence. The man panicked. Instead of trying to hide his mistake or run away, the man immediately cried out to Elisha, the man of God. And notice Elisha's response. He didn't scold him. He didn't say, "I told you so," or blame him for being clumsy. He simply and calmly asked, "Where did it fall?" That question is so powerful. God often asks us the same thing, not because He doesn't already know the answer, but because He wants us to be honest with Him and with ourselves. Where did things go wrong? Where did you lose your joy? Where did your faith get dropped? The man showed Elisha the exact spot where the axe head had disappeared into the water. Then, Elisha did something unexpected. He cut a stick from a nearby tree, threw it into the water right at that spot, and something miraculous happened. The heavy, iron axe head floated to the surface. Now, we all know iron doesn't float. Heavy things don't just rise on their own. But this story shows us that when God steps into our situation, the laws of nature bend, and the impossible becomes possible. Elisha then said, "Pick it up," and the man reached out his hand and took it back. This incredible story reminds us of a few powerful truths. First, God cares about the small things in your life. This wasn't a national crisis or a war. It was one man's personal, stressful problem, and God showed up for him. Second, it teaches us that God honors our honesty and our willingness to take responsibility. The man didn't make excuses. He confessed his problem. It also shows us that nothing is ever truly lost when we bring it to God. Even when your hope, your peace, or your purpose sinks deep beneath the surface, God knows exactly where it fell. And finally, it reminds us that faith still requires our action. God performed the miracle and made the axe head float, but the man still had to reach out and pick it up. Thank you for joining us for Faith Seeds. I pray you take this word with you this week, plant it in your heart, and watch your faith grow in amazing ways. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.